Red beans are little botanical diplomats when it comes to calming inflammation, foods that, meal after meal, quietly nudge your body back toward balance. Their deep red pigments aren't just pretty. They signal a rich supply of polyphenol and anthocyanins, plant compounds that act like gentle fire extinguishers at the cellular level. These molecules scavenge damaging free radicals, dampen inflammatory signaling, and help prevent the biochemical cascade that can keep tissues in a prolonged, low-grade inflammatory state. Picture red beans as cool-headed first responders, arriving at microscopic flare-ups and calmly cooling down fiery cells so your tissues can repair and function without unnecessary irritation. Beyond the pigments, red beans deliver fiber that has its own anti-inflammatory choreography. Fermentable fibers feed beneficial gut microbes, which in turn produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, such as butyrate. Butyrate is more than just an energy source for colon cells. It's a signaling molecule that helps maintain the gut barrier, reduces immune overreaction, and lowers systemic inflammation. A healthier, more diverse microbiome encouraged by regular bean consumption can mean fewer immune misfires and less chronic inflammatory signaling traveling from the gut to distant organs. In other words, when red beans host a party for good bacteria, the guests leave behind calming metabolites that benefit the whole body. Minerals and vitamins in red beans add to the anti-inflammatory story. Magnesium supports hundreds of enzymatic reactions involved in stress response and helps regulate inflammatory pathways. Folate contributes to proper cell repair and methylation processes. Potassium and other micronutrients assist in maintaining cellular balance. All these small contributions compound into a broader, gentler influence that supports resilient tissues rather than exacerbating inflammatory cycles. The polyphenol in red beans also interact with cellular signaling, modulating pathways that control cytokine production and oxidative stress. While no single food is a magic bullet, regular intake of polyphenol-rich foods like red beans has been associated in research with lower levels of inflammatory markers and improved vascular and metabolic health. Paired with the fiber and vitamins they naturally contain, red beans act as an integrated anti-inflammatory package, whole food complexity that supplements and isolated compounds can't fully replicate. Culinary choices make the benefits easy and delightful. Slow-simmered soups, chilies, grain bowls, salads, and purees all preserve the flavor while delivering polyphenol and fiber in an accessible form. Soaking beans before cooking and using the soaking water discard method can reduce compounds that cause gas while keeping the good stuff intact. Gentle cooking preserves more antioxidants than prolonged, high-heat treatment. For those who enjoy traditional preparations, fermenting or sprouting beans can further increase bioavailability of nutrients and may amplify their gut-friendly effects. Practicality is part of the appeal. Red beans are affordable, shelf-stable, and easy to prepare in bulk, making consistent intake realistic for everyday life. Consistency matters for anti-inflammatory benefit. It's the repeated, habitual consumption of nutrient-rich foods that shifts physiology over time. Combining red beans with other anti-inflammatory ingredients, leafy greens, colorful vegetables, herbs like turmeric and ginger, and omega-3 sources can create synergistic meals that further reduce inflammatory load and support recovery from everyday stressors. Finally, the psychological comfort of a warm bowl of beans shouldn't be discounted. Meals that feel nourishing and satisfying can lower stress and support better sleep and mood, all of which feed back into lowering inflammation. So when you add red beans to your plate, you're doing more than eating a single nutrient. You're inviting an array of calming biochemical influences into your system, a tiny team of internal mediators that help cool cellular fires, support gut health, and encourage long-term resilience. Regularly including red beans is an easy, delicious, and practical way to build a daily habit that favors calm, repair, and steady wellness, like having a gentle troop of wellness instructors on standby, ready to soothe and restore.